This was the most important place because the citizens of Rome used to live in small houses.
Next thing I know, he's walking in the back door.
And the house was just a place, they go to sleep. So they used to hang around all day long. And guess what? When it was very hot, very cold, rainy, when they need a shelter, they go inside the temples and basilicas. So now temples, basilicas are the places the people go to pray. But during ancient time was a public space with a roof on top, more or less like today the train stations, and airports. You can stay there days. You can find some food, you can find shelter, you can take a nap. That's why the Roman emperors built so many huge structures all around, because the people the population of Rome was around 1 million. So the biggest city of the Roman Empire, and I think the biggest city of the world 2,000 years ago. So it was important to give them shelter. So the Roman Forum was right here, the square right here, and now looks like this, but was looking like this. Hello. So the temple of Julius Caesar was this one here, and used to look like this. Julius Caesar wasn't killed here. He was stabbed in the Senate of Rome, 44 before Christ. In the Senate of Rome now, it's Largo Argentina. The ruins of the Senate of Rome are over there. They burned his body inside the Roman Forum, inside of this temple. A big mistake. Guess why? Because the urn was stolen. So, and he's all over now. He's gonna be here forever. So and also he get an upgrade. He became a Divo Julius Caesar, because his nephew Octaviano Augusto, the one who followed, decided to give him an upgrade. Sometime was happening the opposite, to get a downgrade, meaning to be convicted to damnatio memoriae, meaning cancelled from the history. So depends who was following you, okay? So if he was hating you, you get a downgrade. If he loves you, you get an upgrade. So yes, Divo and Diva during the ancient time doesn't mean the same we know now. So means divine, coming directly from the gods. Okay? So in front of you, you can see the Arch of Septimius Severo. The last one built in this period here was built 210 after Christ. And also in front of you, you can see the Capitol Hill, the hill where we have now the City Hall. So this hill, it's called like this, Capitol Hill, because the legend says when they started to build over there the Temple of Jupiter, they found a human head perfectly preserved. And they said that's a very good sign, meaning that the city of Rome is going to become the head of the whole world. And it was like this for a while. So that's why the name Caput means head in Latin, okay, Capitol Hill. You have also in the States, right, Washington. So now means the hill of the power. So if you have so this place used to have thousands of columns, huge monolithic columns coming from Egypt. Egypt was part of the Roman Empire now for a long time. And the Egyptian only, they have the technique to carve these monolithic columns. The Romans put these columns on the ships, rode on the river, and from the river till here, I don't know, 10 years. I don't know how they managed. Like this, I'm not talking about one, I'm talking about many. And you see right on top over there, part of the marble, you see massive part over there. So they used to bring these marbles from Carrara in North Italy. So, and this place used to be full of marbles. So the part because the part where the people was made mostly
Just get on, you have to go in.
Come here.
I got a picture too, Lori, if you want to see it. Here.
I didn't have any roses.
Take a picture of the plaque.
All the potholes. So in the Middle Age, somebody tried to take down this car. That's a great idea, right? So with long chainsaws, they tried to take down this columns. They tried for a while. It was easier to hold. And after they give up. Like this, they don't need to pay the people. And they don't need to pay the gardeners. So it makes sense, right? That's why the jails are so nice.
Publications.
Mm-hmm.
옛날에는 중국부터 들어가서 onde ficaram encarcerados São Pedro e São Paulo.
And it's amazing because any kind of metal during ancient time used to be easy recyclable. So these doors are still here and they still have the original look, still functional. Crazy, right? Recycle, which is a waste. That's why we don't have this statue at all. Most part of the statue we still have our marble. Also from here, you can see how the Romans used to build things one on top of the other. You need to know that the Palatine Hill is the hill of the palace where the royal families used to live. And the word palace is coming from the name of the hill, Palatine, because when an emperor was dying, the next one was building his palace on top of the old one, going higher and higher and higher. So you can see here different levels, right? So, and you need to know that this hill is full with these roots, So they need to dig for the next 100 years, to discover all these tunnels and the rooms still hidden inside of this hill. Yes, it's a lot to do here, guys.
Interesting.
We can understand a lot, of course, but just to show you, I will.
originally was looking like this. Inside of this basilica, the Emperor Constantine put his statue. Only the head of the statue was 2 meters high because he killed Maxentius. They are also brother-in-law. Who cares? Somebody want to stay longer here after the tour where we came in. They are selling the ticket only for this area. It's 18 euros, so there is no limited time, so you can stay as long as you want. So where we come in, on the left side, there's a ticket office, so you can buy over there a ticket. It's 18 euros. This ticket's allowed to be
Get that.
Oh, look at this part.
You got that.
It's so dark on the screen.
So the Flavian dynasty, the one who built the Flavian amphitheater, now known as Colosseum, is the one who founded for the
Rome became the capital in 1871. Before then there was no national state, and in order to celebrate its national union,
And here you can see how this place used to look all together. You can stay behind.
Excuse me.
See? So this is the Colosseum, right? Over there. This is the Temple of Venus. Used to be right there. This is the Basilica of Maxontius, the one you can see over there. This is the Palatine Hill, this area. And down in the valley, you're going to find the ruins of Circo Massimo. This structure here used to have the capacity of 250,000 people. And the people used to spend here a lot of time watching their horses, betting on their horses.
Chi aveva i soldi, chi era molto illustre, personaggi politici, fanno la loro casa qui. Ci vivevano
Now it's a little bit too wide, and they also restored recently this area, and it's a little bit too wide. But in a couple of years, it's going to be good.
It's a nice picture right there.
Uh-huh.
So as you see, most in the modern days we have remains. So we have some traffic blocks, bricks, the real structure is now gone because of the earthquakes. So I need to show you the
here in this picture, you can select. So the floor was in the middle, hardwood floor, covered with a thick layer of sand. This sand was installed. That's why we're talking
We
about
were meeting with the Praetorian.
Spanish, Portuguese, then the same laying on the sand. The place of the emperor was right here. This place was called And right in front of the emperor on the other side, now is the exit. We have the most important here is the senator's place. Also here, you can see very well the difference between the marble and the limestone, right? So the limestone, it's a very good stone, a local stone right here next to us.
Where?
How we know? Because under microscope we found fragments of this color. That's why we know how the city system. But even the marble statues were in ancient times used to look like puppets. They dyed the hair, they put the makeup on the faces, the clothes, a little bit tacky, but that's what it was. So the Roman numbers outside also used to be right. So everything was visible and very colorful.
They got those.
Into the crypt we go.
Please keep going.
Keep going. Oh, it feels so much better.
That's where the gladiators are there.
You see all those people standing up there? That's probably how they felt. All the people waiting for them to come out. I can imagine.
one, and they use also the counterweights you can see here. Okay, so bigger was the animal, bigger was the weight, and obviously they didn't put elephants on the grass. Okay, so they are for the big animals, they put them directly on the floor. So one by one, you take animals. That's why they put the stakes.
Is there any part still seen that they haven't excavated?
No.
That everything should be discovered?
Big. Obviously, some parts are missing. So we used to have tunnels all over, but now, you know, the tunnels are damaged. Also here, this one here. So you can see here part of the sewage system. So you need to know that before the Colosseum was built, right here on this floor, the Emperor Nero used to have the Median dynasty decided to put right here on top of the Nero Lake the biggest amphitheater ever made by Romans because they want to give back to the people of Rome the place Nero confiscated before. And also this, and they give up after the first show because they realized they put in danger the whole structure. So
Original floor.
yes, this part is quite damaged, but we have better spots, you know, where you can see also the colors because this wood seems to be. Okay, thank you. Where's the cage? Cage. Inside and outside. Opera music shows you in the summer, ice skating shows you in the winter. So if you have the chance to go anytime, it's here in Italy we have 80 amphitheaters and all those still function and work.
Now, when you read about who came to the, who was thrown in to fight the lions, not Daniel Lion, Peter. So that one who was thrown in the Imperial? No. Wait. Remember they had to come fight? They wanted them to come fight. Who from the scriptures was thrown to the gladiator fight? Oh, Peter. He's with that. Now when we read that, I think like, oh.
Just a little piece.
I was just born in the wrong decade.
No, I wasn't.
More stairs. So when David and I came here,
Back for you. I can see you guys. Too much noise.
Two things realized by the professor who traveled here from 200 years ago.
Mira la nube.
T'imagines toi s'il fallait qu'on rénove tout ça? Il y a un jour qui a dit on a le pognon et on rénove.
Faltaban las gradas, como a mí podían haber hecho un momento. Descubrían y lo llenaban de agua.
Stadium.
A mí me pasa.
Bueno, pues vamos a entrar. Ahí está todo el registro. Yo no sé de aquí.
Thank you. Thank you for the
We're gonna take some pictures at the ark.
Somebody put this down in the wrong crown. Should have had it flipped.
Oh.